We already present here. Yes or not? 158. So connecting 159 so far. So, however, last class we could not finish, but due to the electricity problem, we could not continue because last was 5 minutes. However, so we'll study today the tissue. Okay, tissue. Already we'll define. We have defined last class. Yes or not?
Yes, sir.
We have defined last class. Before going to that, I want to I seek the phone number and name of the CR of other two groups, other two sections. What are they? CR of other two groups. One is Ashikul Islam Nafis, and other two CR from three of other two sections. And their roll number. Who are they? Their name? Sorry? Who are they? Who is the CR of section A and section B?
The CR of section B is David Berman.
David Berman.
Yes, sir.
And section A?
Ashikul Islam Nafish is the CR of section A.
Another one?
Another one, third.
Okay.
Robin.
Sorry?
Robin.
Only
So
Robin.
Rakib Hassan Robin.
Rakib Hassan Robin. Okay, that's good. But tell them to contact with me. Okay, so that they can phone me, so that I can keep their phone numbers. Okay. Okay. Now another thing I would like to share. You have your total class 400 plus. Okay. So in this Zoom class, you're not able to listen to me. You're not able to join more than 300. Okay. So it is limited by 300 class. So it is better to divide the class. Yes or not? It is better to divide the class. Yes or not?
Maybe better.
It would be better.
It is better. Yes or not?
Yes, sir. It would be better.
Oh, okay. So I don't know exactly the roll number from where you start. Okay.
It is equal. Q bar A.
So it is from roll number 1 to 200.
100 to 140, section A.
100 to
B dash.
140 section A and section B.
U bar B. 2, 4, 6 bar. 1, 3, 5, 7.
100 to 140 section A.
141 to 280, sir. Section B.
Section B and rest.
Rest is section C. 281 to 403 and readmission.
Readmitted. Okay.
Yes.
That is good.
Yes,
So 100, 140, 140, 280. Okay. So section A and B. Okay. Section A and B will class together. Okay. I could not just divide into make it equal half. It is better to make it 2. Okay. As because you have 2 CR. So 100 to 280. One group. Okay. Group 1 and 280 on the rest. Group 2. Clear?
yes, sir.
Clear or not clear? So from
Clear.
next class, remember, I will take 2 classes consecutively. Okay. After finishing the group A, then I will start group 2. Clear? Just not giving any interval. So I just start next class. I will give definitely the new link, but it should be just after this. So remember, it's a very problematic for me when you ask starting the class, you say nobody taking the class. When I want class, then you say, sir, I have class that, I have class that, we have class that, those. But this is very ambiguous. Okay, this is not clear. And vague also. So from next class, I will try to make it 2 Okay, so that you can start. Okay, however, so next class will be held on 10. Monday. Okay, the class will be 10 to 11, second class 11 to 12. Clear? Are you listening me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
First class Monday. Remember all the seers, all the group members. Okay, remember first class, that is first class means I'm in the group of one number group and two number group. Group number one, that is group number one included A and B section. Group number two included only the B section, sorry, C section and the readmitted. Clear? So group 1 to class will be held at 10 to 11. 10 to 11. And 11 to 12 will be held 11 to 12. Clear? This is Sunday. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And another class will be held Wednesday. Same pattern, 10 to 11, 11 to 12. This is the fixed class. This is my fixed class. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
other Mr. Bormon and Mr. Rakib, take notice. Are you present there? Mr. Bormon and Mr. Rakib,
Yes, sir.
present? You're present in the class?
Sir, my nickname is Robin, sir.
Robin,
Yes, sir,
okay,
present.
fine. So you present, you understand, you're the section of, sorry, you're the group leader of section A or B?
Yes, sir, present, sir.
No, A, section A, that's good. So Mr. Robin, remember, phone me and I will give you the link. Clear?
Sir, section C, sir. Robin.
Which section C?
Section C, sir.
Who? From Mr. Robin?
Yes, sir.
Section C, sir.
Mr. Robin?
Robin CS is here.
C.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
C.
Oh, C. So you will get the C. So Mr. Nafis?
Section A.
Sir,
Mr. A, section
Robin,
A.
sir. Section C, sir.
Mr. Nafis?
Yes, sir.
Section
Mr.
A or
Nafis,
C?
section A.
Mr. Nafis, section A. That's good. So
Yes,
you
sir.
will get the link of section A and B. Clear? And Mr. Robin, give your email address. Okay? To my phone number. Okay? Send an email to my, send a message to my phone number. Okay? Giving your email address. Clear? Mr. Robin? Okay.
Yes.
So my class is fixed.
Yes, sir.
In Monday, 10 to
I'll
12,
send you.
10 to
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Are you listening?
Yes, sir, clear.
Have any questions? If you have any
Yes,
questions,
sir.
question now.
Yes, sir, clear.
তোমাদের কোনো প্রশ্ন থাকলে প্রশ্ন বলো এখন। আমি সোমবারে ক্লাস নিব 10টা থেকে 12টা, বুধবারে 10টা থেকে 12টা। 10টা থেকে শুরু হবে সেকশন এ বি আর 11টা থেকে শুরু হবে সেকশন সি প্লাস এট রিএডমিটেড। ক্লিয়ার?
Sir.
Yes, sir, we are clear.
Sir, clear, sir.
হ্যাঁ?
Yes, sir.
এর মধ্যে যদি কোনো স্যার বললে বলবা যে স্যার অলরেডি ক্লাস আছে। আমি যদি কখনো ক্লাস না নিতে পারি আমি তোমাদেরকে জানিয়ে দেবো আমি আজকে ক্লাস নিতে পারছি না। বুঝতে পারছো? সেটা ডিফারেন্ট কেস, কিন্তু এই রুটিনটা আমার ফিক্সড।
Okay, sir.
কথা ক্লিয়ার কিনা?
জি স্যার, ক্লিয়ার।
ওকে,
Yes, sir.
সরি, নাও কাম টু দ্য পয়েন্ট। আমি একটা স্লাইড দেখাচ্ছি, দেখো, পারহ্যাপস ইউ আর সিইং দিস স্লাইড। ওকে, দেখতে পাচ্ছ হোপফুলি? টিস্যু দেখতে পাচ্ছ না? কেউ কথা বলছে?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, however, we have discussed already tissue. What is tissue? Just I skim it. The tissue is a group of cells. Group of cells or mass of cells alike in origin, structure and function. তাহলে আমরা এটাকে কি বলবো? একটা টিস্যু বলবো। ওকে, ঠিক আছে? আচ্ছা, আর সেল বলছিলাম শুধু একটা মাত্র স্ট্রাকচার, যেটা কি ইউনিট অফ ফাংশনাল এন্ড স্ট্রাকচারাল।
আপু ক্ষুধা লাগছে।
They are immature. Immature in nature. Immature. And they are meristem. Meristem, this word comes from the Greek word meristos. Meristos means dividing. They are always dividing. They are dividing tissue. So it is a immature tissue. Always in state of division. Division and growth. The first character. Normally they have no intercellular spaces. They have no intercellular spaces. Look, they have no intercellular spaces. They are immature and state of division and growth. Okay, power of division. They have power of division, and they are normally round, oval, or polygonal in shape, and always living and thin walled. Living and thin walled. Okay, so they are immature. They have dividing power. They have the intercellular spaces normally. And they are rounded, oval, or polygonal in shape, and they are always living and thin walled. Living and thin walled. Okay. And then they have a lot of cytoplasm. Okay, one or more nuclei in it. প্রচুর পরিমাণে কি থাকবে এর মধ্যে সাইটোপ্লাজম থাকবে এবং নিউক্লিয়াস থাকবে ছোট। নরমালি the vacuole, normally plant cell এ vacuole থাকে একটা সাধারণত বা কখনো কখনো দুই একটা থাকতে পারে। নরমালি প্ল্যান্ট সেলে একটা, কিন্তু ইনিশিয়াল স্টেজে এই ভ্যাকুল গুলো অর্থাৎ মেরিস্টেমেটিক সেলে অ্যাবসেন্ট থাকে অথবা থাকলেও খুবই ছোট। থাকলেও কি they are very small or altogether absent. They are altogether absent. Clear? So these vacuoles are either very small or altogether absent. Remember. So these are the characters. These are the characters, and you have to draw. You can get some figures later on or other books. So collect some figures for this purpose. Okay. So these are the meristematic tissue and their characters or natures. Okay. However, now we will classify further the tissues. We will classify the tissues further. That is, first we say meristematic tissue. Okay. So meristematic tissue we can classify into 4 groups based on different activities. Okay. Meristematic tissue. This meristematic tissue we can further divide it into 4 categories. How many? How many categories? 4 categories. Clear? Okay. The first one, the based on origin. Based on origin, from where they developed. So they are known as primary and secondary meristem. Primary meristem and
secondary meristem.
Primary meristem and secondary meristem. So this is the primary meristem and this is the secondary meristem. Okay. So primary meristem and secondary meristem. The first one. They basically, this primary meristem basically origin from the promeristem or initial meristem, and later on they produce also secondary meristem. Okay. Then based on position, where they situated or located in the plant body, based on what? Position. I just write here position. Based on their positions. So based on positions, there are 3 types. How many types?
3 types.
How many types? 3 types. Look. How many types? 3 types. Clear? One is the apical meristem. I write here epi. Perhaps you have seen the red color. Apical meristem. And then intercalary meristem. Intercalary meristem. Intercalary meristem. And the later one is the fundamental or ground meristem. Fundamental or, just try to repeat after me. It could be better for me. Fundamental, or ground meristem? Fundamental or
Ground.
Ground
ground
meristem.
meristem? Okay, fundamental or ground meristem. So based on position, there are three types: apical meristem, intercalary meristems, and
Fundamental. Fundamental or ground meristem.
Fundamental or ground meristem.
Yeah. So I'll show you the figure later on. Okay. Then in apical meristem, that means it remain in the apices. It remain in the apices, tip of the plant body. This is the apical meristems. And intercalary meristems, basically, they are the base of the leaf blade. If it is, we call it is the internode, just above the internode. Okay, base of the leaf. This position present. This is the intercalary meristems. Okay, and fundamental meristems. Basically, if we consider the fundamental meristems. Okay, fundamental meristems. If we call it. This is the basically the core part. Sorry, not fundamental. Sorry, I forgot this is apical, intercalary. This is not fundamental. This is basically the lateral meristem. Sorry. It's a position. Lateral. Sorry, just correct it, please. I'm sorry. It's a lateral meristem. Okay. Lateral meristem means if we go, it is considered this is the lateral portion of the plant. Okay, that is partial gut. This is the lateral meristem. This is the position of lateral meristem. This is the apical meristem. Position of apical meristem. This is position of the intercalary meristem. This is the position of the lateral meristem. Okay. So apical meristem, intercalary meristem, and lateral meristem based on their positions. There are three types: apical, intercalary, and lateral. Not fundamental. Sorry, I have mistake there. Wrong there. Okay. So up to this. Now next one is. Next one is based on their functions. Based on their functions. Later on, based on their functions. Okay. Based on their functions, they basically protoderm, procambium, and ground or meristem. Okay. What there?
Protoderm, procambium, ground meristem.
Good. Protoderm, procambium, and ground meristems. Okay. So based on this, based on their function. What? Based on their function. FUNSC function. Based on their function, there are three types: protoderm, procambium,
Ground meristem.
procambium, and
Ground
ground meristem. Okay, already written over there. Okay, ground. These are three. Clear? Protoderm. Basically, they made the epidermal tissue. If we consider this is a plant, this is the epidermis. These positions, basically, this protoderm present. They produce the epidermal tissue. Okay? And procambium, basically, they produce here, if we consider, this is the vascular tissue. Procambium produce the what type of tissue?
Vascular tissue.
Vascular tissue, xylem, phloem, like this. Clear? And ground meristem, and in between protoderm, that is epidermis, and vascular tissue, there are the few layers. This is called ground or fundamental structure. Okay, this is basically produced by the ground tissue or fundamental tissue. Clear? So perhaps clear it is. They based on their function, they are protoderm, that is they produce the epidermis. Procambium, they produce the vascular tissues, and ground or fundamental meristem, they will be fundamental ground tissues. Clear? And ground tissue includes hypodermis, cortex, general cortex, endodermis. Okay, you know this. Okay, but later on we will study further. So it will be more clear. So based on function, there are three: protoderm, procambium, and ground. Okay, I think this is more clear. Now we left another one. This is the plane of division. Another one is the plane of division. That is how they divide the cells, basically. Plane of division. Basically, how the cells are divided. Cells have divided in many ways. Okay. Cells are divided into many ways. So one is the periclinal division. This is the division type. Periclinal, anticlinal division. Okay, diagonal division. So what is periclinal? What is diagonal division? What is anticlinal divisions, this is your homeworks. What are the homeworks? What is periclinal division? What is anticlinal division? And what is diagonal division? Clear?
Yes, sir.
This is your homework. Okay. So based on plane of divisions, there are three types. One is a mass meristem. Another is rib meristem. Another is plate meristem. Okay. So what are the type based on their functions? Mass meristem, rib meristem, plate meristem. In the mass meristem, they divide in all four types. Okay, they produce a lot of mass. Rib meristem one directions. Okay, and plate meristem another directions. So these are the types of different types of meristematic tissue based on their different activities. First one, the origin. There are two types, primary and secondary meristem. Based on their positions, their apical, intercalary, and what do you say, intercalary, then lateral meristem.
Lateral.
Okay, then based on their function, their protoderm, procambium, and ground, and based on their division, their plane meristem, mass meristem, mass meristems, rib meristem, and plate meristem. Rib meristem and plate meristem. Plate meristem is example is the perhaps the leaf. Rib meristem example is the medullary ray, and mass is the ground tissue. Okay, ground tissue, they form the ground tissue. Okay, however, so these are the types of meristematic tissue. Clear? So we have 6 minutes left. Hopefully we'll complete within the 6 minutes. Clear? So far, have you any questions? Student, class, if you have any questions so far, you can ask.
Sir, the lecture that you have provided now, all are present in the sheet.
This is not a question. Okay. This is assurance. Okay, you will see later on. Okay.
Remind us what was the home task for us?
The plane of how different types of plane of divisions. The name of the divisions. The plate meristem. Sorry, that is anticlinal division, periclinal divisions, and diagonal divisions. What are they? How can I say this is periclinal division? How can you say this is anticlinal division? Okay, this is. So look here, one of the figure here. Look, I mentioned already. There is a dermatogen, that is protoderm we mentioned basically. Then procambium. Okay, procambium. So this is one of the structures. Later on, we share another slide. We see the another tissue. Look here. Perhaps you will see this. You are seeing new one. Okay. Based on their positions, this is the apical meristem. This is the intercalary meristem, and this is the lateral meristem. You understand now, fully. Based on their positions, we have divided into three. Yes or not? Are you
Yes,
see this?
sir.
Okay. Perhaps you are seeing this. Apical meristems, intercalary meristems, and the lateral meristems. Okay. So apical meristem always responsible for the growth, the elongation, lengthwise growth. Okay, longitudinal growth. And intercalary meristem, perhaps remember, this is the special meristem. They basically already have seen the flashing of leaf, flashing of flower. Have you seen anytime, anywhere, the water lily? Have you seen the water lily? Have you seen water lily? Water lily.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What is water lily? What is water lily?
Sir, flower.
And definitely this is flower. Okay. What is water lily?
Shapla.
Okay, fine. This is flower. This is shapla full, and this is our national flower. Okay, that's why I ask you. Am I right or wrong?
Absolutely right, sir.
Good. Your answer also right, but purpose you have to understand. Okay. However, so this is the water lily. Remember, have you seen water lily ever grounded or submerged underwater? তোমরা কি কখনো দেখেছো কোন শাপলা ফুলের পাতা কখনো পানির নিচে থাকতে?
No, sir.
না স্যার,
Why?
পানির সাথে সাথে তো উপরে উঠে যায়।
উপরে উঠে যায়, how?
স্যার এদের গ্রোথ রেট দিয়ে অনেক।
দাঁড়াও দাঁড়াও বলছি, ঠিক আছে, তোমার যেটা বলছো আনসার গুড, বাট হু আর রেসপন্সিবল ফর দিস ইন্টারক্যালারি মেরিস্টেম? ওকে, একদিনে যদি 10 সেন্টিমিটার বৃষ্টি হয়, বুঝতে পারছো কিনা? If one day it is raining 10 centimeter, they can catch up the growth. Clear? বুঝতে পারছো? So this intercalary meristem, সুতরাং যখন কখনো ধানের শীষ বের হয়, নতুন পাতা বের হয়, দেখবা যে নাই হঠাৎ করে পাতা বের হয়ে গেছে, পরের দিন দেখবা। এই this intercalary meristem is responsible for this. Either it is below the leaf base or the above the node, internal position. Clear? So these are the thing, already have seen this one. Okay, fine. However, now I just further elaborate the permanent tissue. You know the permanent tissue is 2 types. How many types? We have 1 minute left. If it is continued, then I will take. Have you any class now? Have you any class now?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. However,
Yes,
so permanent.
sir.
We'll start.
Okay, fine. Just permanent tissue is 3 types. Sorry, 2 types: simple tissue and complex tissue. How many types? Simple and complex tissue.
Complex.
Simple and complex. Clear? So permanent tissue 2 types: simple tissue and complex. Simple tissue further 2 types: parenchyma, right? Parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Okay. So sclerenchyma we can divide fiber and sclerite. Fiber and sclerite. So simple tissue and complex tissue. Simple tissue is parenchyma, collenchyma, and this simple tissue basically they made one type of tissue. They made of one type of tissue only. Clear? Complex tissue is made of more than one type of tissue. More than one type of tissue. Clear? So there are 2: xylem and phloem. Xylem and phloem. Clear? They are xylem and phloem. Clear? So these are the classification and secreted tissue. We just as because it is 11. Now I will stop. Okay. So next class we will continue up to this, and later on we'll discuss. Clear? Have any questions? 10 seconds. No questions. So I stop now.